Hello and welcome to the presentation of 2022, the world's #1 women's cycling team, Team SD Worx. And we are here today in Mechelen in Belgium. This is the office of Protime, powered by, of course, SD Worx. We're going to meet the riders, we're going to meet the staff, we're going to look forward to 2022 and, of course, look back to 2021, the year with 33 victories. How about that? It was amazing and it will be amazing, the year 2022. But first, it's time to meet the riders.
Meet Team SD Worx, the world's best women's cycling team on the UCI ranking. It took us years to handpick the best cycling talent from all over the world, each with their skill set, and build them into a cycling powerhouse. We excel by focusing on details, by looking for marginal gains, by working with the best in class, by being motivated by our fans, by getting support from our sponsors, by strong individuals acting as one powerful team. Team SD Worx. We spark success.
So that's the 2022 roster, and then I'm joined now by manager Danny Stam, of course, and former Olympic champion, world champion of the Netherlands, of course. She's now the coach of the team, Anna van der Breggen. Nice to have you all in the studio. Must be strange, Anna, of course, now not being part of that roster, is it?
A little bit.
A little bit strange.
Yeah.
How does it feel now, sitting in a suit instead of a cycling kit?
Cycling kit is more comfortable, but
Cycling kit more comfortable.
but no, it's nice. It's also nice to have something different. So
Well, it suits you very much. It looks very good in the pink of Team SD Worx, of course. Now, before we're going to talk about the 22 season and look back into 2021, Danny, obviously we're all very concerned and looking for information on the situation of Amy Pieters, of course. We all know that Amy fell in December. She was hospitalized in Spain. Then she came over to the Netherlands. What can you tell us about her condition right now?
Well, unfortunately, not so much different. I think we did a press release last Thursday, out of my head, and the situation is still, stable, but not good. Amy is still in a deep coma, and till now there is not so many improvement from what we can expect, and only when she wakes up there can be a prognosis from how she will be in the future. But the most important is that she first need to wake up. So it's for everybody a difficult time, and I think for the parents and the boyfriend it's the most hardest time to wait and to see what is happening. So for the moment, actually I love to tell you more, but we don't know anymore, and that is for everybody a pity, and we hope the best. That's the only thing what we can say in this part.
Hopes and prayers for Amy there. What can you do as a team for her family and for her friends in these difficult times?
Yeah, what is the guidelines for that? I mean, I think nobody knows what is the good decisions to make in this part. I think we try to be there so good as possible for the family. We're keeping hope, and I think the next step is that we continue with the job what we are so good in, and that is cycling. And I think also Amy is a professional cyclist, and we all know that in our hearts we also want that we do what we love the most, and that is be on the bike and,
Right.
and never forget Amy in this situation.
Yes. How is the team handling the situation?
I think we're handling pretty good. We have a lot of communication done before, and I think everybody tried to give it a place, and for some of them it's easier than the other ones. But I think in overall, yeah, we can see that we have a team that have a good spirit, and they're all there with the head, but we also know that we need to be on the bike. And what I said, I think there's moments that it's hard, and then it's good to be together and to give each other a hug and to say, okay, come on, we need to continue. It's a small family cycling, and
Right.
you be a lot together on the way. So when something happens like this, then it's it's always scary.
Because I can imagine everyone handles this in a different way, but in a way, does it bring the team also a bit together in these difficult times?
Yeah, definitely. I think for sure in the January camp, that was the first camp we had after the accident. I think it was really good that we could be together, and that when you have bad moments, that you saw each other, and that you could let it tear when it was necessary, and also with the knowledge from we be there together and we be there for Amy.
Right.
So I think it's always difficult to say what is the good decisions in this, and it's you're right with saying everybody handled this in his own way. And I think the only thing what we can do is be there for everybody so good as possible.
Yes, wishing you the best of luck, and of course, the best of luck mostly to Amy and her family and friends. Our prayers and thoughts are obviously, especially on a day like this, with her as well. And if there is news to follow, obviously the team will do so when the time is right on that circumstances. Now, as hard as it is, and with Amy in our hearts and thoughts, we need to look back on 2021 and also look forward to the 2022 season. But first, the year was also a very successful year from a sportive perspective, 2021. Yes, what a year it has been for Team SD Worx, being the #1 team with 33 victories, but at the same time, feels so strange. You need to really take a deep breath as you see Amy also winning in a season like that. But yes, it's time to look back on that 21 season and also look forward to the 22 season. Anna, how was that winter for you, not being a rider in the peloton now? Because that means you can sleep a bit longer in the mornings. You don't need to train in the rain, right?
Well, the sleeping in the morning, I think, is the opposite.
Oh, really?
Because as a rider, of course, you sleep a lot.
And now you have meetings with Danny in the morning.
And now it's breakfast is more early, but no, it's I mean, it's a nice change, and I choose for it, and I think it was the right moment. I mean, I really enjoy it when it's a bad day that I can stay inside and do different things now. So yeah.
And do you even feel the same way looking at the video, seeing yourselves winning in La Flèche or in the Giro d'One, and I'm thinking, I'm not there in the upcoming year? I mean, have you got used to that already?
No, but I think also the races need to start yet for this season, so it will be, I don't know, it's, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I won't be there, but yeah, in a different way, of course. But so far, no, I don't have the feeling like I wish I want to be good again and doing that. I changed it, and I really like it, that it's not for me only focusing now, like being a good rider and focusing on the races, but yeah, just paying attention on everybody, on every rider of the team, that they are ready for the new season.
Because how does that work, preparing for a new season after the transition from a rider to a coach? What do you do?
Finding out how to be a coach and how to do things different.
And how is that? I mean,
strange.
What's the secret, do you think, of being a good coach?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a secret. I think you're a good coach when you can help riders, and when they feel like they're ready for the new season, and they are one group and one team, then I think they're ready for the season. And then the next thing is starting, like with racing. But yeah, it's step by step, and it's also for myself, step by step. And so in this case, I'm also excited for the races to start in a different way. And I think sometimes it will be difficult that you're not in the bunch anymore, and you cannot, say straight away we need to change this or this.
Right.
It's different, but that's the nice thing. I mean, it's up to the riders in front, and we don't feel the legs anymore, and I cannot ask straight away anymore.
Right.
But I think that will be, the next step, and will be exciting.
Why would you think Anna will be a good coach within the team, Danny? Because probably she already was a coach within the team when she was a rider.
Yeah, that's actually what you say. It's true. I mean, we had a lot of contact with Anna always in the race, and then you can also see that she's managing the team from the bike. And yeah, if you look a little bit further, then you think, okay, how can we get that knowledge into the team? Oh, and that's actually how it started, and that's why she's sitting here now.
Yes, and have you been sitting in the car next to each other already? I mean, trying to find out how it works, riding as a maniac in the peloton in a car?
Well, I was sitting next to Danny in Roubaix, so that was
Roubaix,
was a
good race.
That's a good start.
I almost stopped after, but then I'm not doing Roubaix this year. But no, I think I already did one race in the car also, and it's, I mean...
Are you a good driver?
For Danny, it's so easy. He's used to everything, and I'm not yet, and that's also nice to just have that new experience behind the bunch, because sometimes I came to the car where Danny was, but not many times, and then you see a race totally from the back in the caravan is different. But I don't know if I'm a good driver as being in the caravan.
In the car, I mean,
on the road, I'm not too bad. In karts, I'm also pretty good, but.
I prefer she's a good coach.
Yeah. No, but I mean that requires specific skills, right? Driving next to a peloton, overtaking the peloton on small roads in Italy or wherever on the Flemish roads. I mean, that's something.
Yeah, don't look to me. I don't.
You don't know.
I don't have the experience yet, but
You're looking
I
forward to
think,
that.
Of course, it's different because there are riders everywhere around you, in
Yeah.
the front, in the back, and you need to pay attention for many things.
Yeah.
So it's mostly, I think, just being safe and don't do things when I don't think it's possible. So we will see.
What's the biggest change without having Anna in the peloton within your team, you think, Danny? Because it's a completely different ballgame, maybe, having her in the team or not.
Well, completely different. I mean, if you have Anna, you are kind of security you have in the front.
Exactly.
And for sure, if you have races with finishing uphill, then you know that that you have a number to play, and that's up to the girls. What coming in the next presentation to show that we don't need Anna anymore. And yeah, of course it's different, but I think if you look to the team, we just saw them. I think in the whiteness we still have a great team, and I think with the 12 riders, I think we can be still in the top level, and in every race we can be there.
All right. What are you looking out for the most in the next season? Oof.
I mean, last year it was a new team with the SD Worx, and we found a new sponsor, and then it's always difficult if you can stay on the level where we come from. And I think Team SD Worx is again directly on a level that you say, whoa, how is it possible? And I think that is the biggest challenge for us, to say, okay, we want to stay on the same level in women's cycling with this team. And I'm looking forward that I can say in July, okay, we're still there.
Yes. What are you looking forward the most?
Yeah, I think it will be a really exciting year, actually, because a lot of things are changing. You see also the teams are really stepping up. There are more and more teams coming.
Yep.
So always the first race of the season is a bit like, okay, where do we stand? How do we train in the winter? As a rider, you think, but also, to see all the different teams, how did they do? We have the Tour de France Swift next year, which will be a really exciting race, I think. But many new things, and I don't know, I don't have one race in particular. I just hope we have a good season with a team that is riding well and that's feeling happy. And I think that's most important. If it's like that and everybody feels well and everything goes well, then for sure the results, will come.
Right.
Like every year.
Yes, and with the strong team, obviously you have still being the #1 team. To end it up, Danny, with the few new riders, of course, with Marlen Reusser, with Lotte Kopecky, and partially also with Blanca Vaz, who already came at the end of the season. Yeah. What could you tell us about those three names? Why did you pick them? I mean, obviously because of their great quality, but how did they fit in?
Well, I think you try to make a team what is as strong as possible. And have every strength in the team. And if you see Marlen, she's extremely strong time trial rider. She can be in the classics one of the best riders. And we also know that she needs to learn a little bit. So I think that is also good that she can do that in this team. I think Lotte Kopecky is a rider what is arrived already on the top level, but what can have a lot of benefit in our team. And I think it's our goal to give her the last % to be that top winner in Team SD Worx. I mean, she's a great rider, but she didn't win so much because she didn't have the team around her.
Right.
And I think that is not the case in this team. And I think with Blanca Vaz, we don't need to say so much about it. She's a girl from 20 years old and fourth on the Olympics mountain bike, fourth on the world's road. And if you see her cross season last year, I think she ended up 2 times or 3 times out of the top 6. That says enough.
I mean, extremely talented.
Yeah.
And even more so maybe within the team in the upcoming season. Thank you very much. Wishing you the best of luck. It's time to meet the riders. But first, it's also time to meet our partners.
Talent, technology, team. That's what you need to tackle the toughest tracks. in cycling and in business. That's also why SD Worx chooses to sponsor the world's best women's cycling team, so we can spark success for life, for work. The line between work and life is getting blurred. At SD Worx, we build people solutions that work for both, for employers and employees, for flex and fix roles, for the smallest companies and the biggest multinationals, for private and public sector, for local and international workers, for you. Why support women's cycling? Both our customers and colleagues care a great deal about equal opportunity. So do we. We want to put our money where our mouth is and coach female talent to reach their maximum potential. Just as in cycling, we achieve success by welding talent into teams. Cycling is good for you and within reach for all. It brings people together and sets things in motion, as does SD Worx. And just like our athletes, we love a winner's spirit. We spark success for life, for work.
And three riders of the roster 2022 have joined me now. Ashley Mumampasio, Nee Fisher-Black and Anna Shackley, of course. And we would have loved to introduce you also to Blanka Vaj, but unfortunately due to a close contact, she could not join us today in our studio. But you will definitely see her in the upcoming season with her promising talent, like Danny just stated. And we saw Blanka also in the cyclocross season. Do you follow cyclocross as well? Actually, I mean, she's your teammate in a little bit.
Yeah,
Ashley?
of course.
Yeah?
With the teammate racing, of course, I've been following. And yeah, Blanka is a very exciting rider, very exciting talent, and just a great person. So yeah, she came into the team in the middle of the last season.
Right.
And immediately the first race she did with the team at Vuelta was already a really impressive performance. So yeah, she's our teammate, and of course we support her.
And how did she do fitting in the middle of a season within a team, which is already a team? How did she do that?
Oh, I mean, she did an incredible job, actually. You know, she came into the team, and I think, of course, it was a big step up for her, and I'm sure she was nervous. But I mean, she just was a natural fit, and her performance on the road was just so natural. And I think speaks so much for the type of person and rider she is. You know, she's a born winner, I think, and yeah, I think it's only a matter of time where we see her crossing the finish line first for SD Worx.
Right, because I think born winner is one thing, but also you have to feel good within a team, right? I mean, what is important to fit in a team or to feel good within a team?
Well, I think that's where the responsibility comes a little bit to me and some of the older riders, you know, to try and make the youngsters feel comfortable? Yeah, feel that they can ask us questions, feel that they have support around them. And I think, you know, when Blanka joined us for the first race, she roomed with Anna and myself, and I think we tried our best to make her feel as comfortable as possible. She was, of course, you know, quite shy because I think, you know, English is not her first language, you know, so communication can be a little bit of a challenge for her. But we did our best to try and help her feel comfortable. And I think that the way she performed in the Vuelta in the first race showed that she must have felt good in the team because she really had a great performance. And yeah, we enjoyed spending time with her and getting to know her. And yeah, I think she will just grow from strength to strength as she grows in confidence and as she obviously becomes more and more adjusted in the team.
Right, and how that work out for you as a youngster within the team last year as well with our experienced Ashley, for instance? How did it work teaming up?
It was nice. It was good always to have more experienced riders in the team to learn off of as well.
Well, but did you feel welcome from the start, and did you feel comfortable from the start?
Right from the start, I felt very comfortable.
How come? What is that? Besides maybe the work Ashley does with helping you guys fitting in?
Yeah, I suppose I didn't really feel my age when I came on this. I didn't feel like there was a big age gap between us all. You just everyone treats you like a person. So
Because you're that senior, or because they're that young?
definitely because they're that young.
Definitely because they're that young, right? Yeah, yeah. How was your year? How was that first year?
Yes, I really enjoyed it. It was a good year. Kind of got thrown into the deep end because went from not racing very much in 2020 to doing a lot of races, but it's a very exciting year, and I think I still have a bit to learn, but definitely learned a lot throughout the year.
What's there to learn? I mean, what are the big goals to learn in the upcoming season for you?
Just learning more how to ride as a team and doing my job to help my teammates get on that podium and win the races.
And how can you improve that? I mean, can you specify that? What do you need to do, or we need to learn to improve that?
I suppose it's just learning off my teammates
Right.
who all have the experience.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I felt bad a few times this year because
Why?
there were some times in the race where I gave some firm guidance to Anna in the races.
You call that
but-
firm guidance? I mean, you were swearing.
No, I mean, just sometimes a little bit of quite a big nudge, like, come on, Anna, get to the front. But yeah, that's also like a challenge for us as the more experienced riders, is to find the balance between obviously guiding and helping them to learn, but also not to be too hard. But it's always good after the race if you felt like, in my case, maybe where I was, maybe on occasion a bit hard, then to
Never
go
took it
and talk
personally.
to Anna and say, and I didn't mean it in a personal capacity, I'm just helping you to grow. So yeah. We're still friends.
You're still friends. I'm happy about that. How was your year, Neve? Because, first of all, you renewed your contract, right?
Yeah.
So 3 more years?
Yeah, 3 more years. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I can say that last year was a good year to sort of have that outcome from it. But yeah, and I'm also really happy with the year I had too.
Well, obviously, you were the best youngster in the World Tour, which is that's a big example, and maybe for the future, very promising.
Yeah. I think I've said it. I think it is really something for me to look at that prize I got last year to show how consistent I was through the year, and I think it shows that I took some big steps just in 2021. So I think there's more steps to come in 2022, and yeah, as Anna Shackley says, more to learn, and that's all part of being the young riders on the team, where we know we're here to learn, and we know
The young riders, they call you the puppies, right?
Yeah,
You too,
the puppies.
Yeah. But I mean, still, of course, there's a lot to learn when you're young. But on the same hand, I mean, you're part of the #1 women's team. So they're also maybe counting on results. Are they already counting on results from your side? Or is it just, okay, leave them and let them learn, and we'll see them growing in the upcoming years? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you put us in this sort of team, and we with our teammates winning, and we always have that sort of winning
Together.
vibe, and of course they know, and we know ourselves that we're never going to lose that sort of winning fulfilling to want to win ourselves too. So they don't need to push it on us, I don't think, and they know that when the opportunity does come in a race, then for sure that we will grab it with 2 hands, and I'm sure that both us puppies will get a chance in the near future to grab that win. Yeah.
Cool. We'll look out for that. At the same time, Ashley, it's your final year, right? 2022.
Yes, my final year.
Yes, and that's a definite yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's a definite yes. Okay, I read you loud and clear.
You have to be sure about it, because I think if you start to doubt it, then I don't know, it's not a good feeling. So I think, like, even Anna can speak from experience. You need to make that decision and feel, yes, I've made it, you know.
Okay, how does that feel? To having made that decision for you? I mean, if it's finished in October, maybe then it's done. Your career is done as an active rider.
Well, yeah, I mean, for me, it obviously has been a little bit more difficult to find, you know, the time to retire, because although I am the oldest rider on the team, and, you know, I'm getting older, the reality is I'm still very young in cycling. You know, I only got into cycling much later in life,
Yes.
only after studying a degree. So I still feel quite young on the bike, and I don't feel like I've really hit I'm still improving, over time and still growing as a cyclist. So it is quite difficult to hang up the bike when you know there is still chance to progress. But yeah, I just feel like I've had an incredible journey as a cyclist. I've grown so much as a person. And I feel now is the time, to take the next steps, to look more into the business side of things. I have a cycling tourism business on the side,
right.
Getting more and more involved in esports as well to try and start kind of giving back, because as a South African, I'm in Europe, very far away from my home country, and I see so many young girls who would love to be in the position I am, to have a pro career, and it's very difficult for South Africans to come over to Europe for various reasons. So I really do feel like at that time in my life now where I want to start sort of giving back. And for me, esports at the moment is the way to do that in terms of South Africa, being so far away from the country and playing an active role from abroad.
That's very nice. So at your final season, the 22 season, what is there you're looking at for the most then? I mean, it's not just a season to say and wave goodbye. I mean, knowing you want to be there at your best level.
Yeah, of course. I'm looking forward to the year. I've been riding for quite some years, but I am yet to win a World Tour race. So that would be a great way to end off my career if I could get that elusive World Tour victory and then just have an amazing year with my team, just to enjoy the riding, to see the youngsters grow. I mean, I really enjoy seeing the young talent come through. I think it's a part of cycling that also motivates me a lot to be able to play some kind of motivational role within the team. So yeah, I look forward to riding with my teammates and winning many races together, whether that's me or another teammate. I think it will be amazing either way.
So what's the best advice you can give them to wrap it up?
The best advice? Yeah. Well, I mean, just to keep having fun, actually. That's the most important thing. I think that, cycling is such a tough sport. There's so many challenges that come along the way, but as long as you really have passion for it, you can always find your way through the challenges. So it's to continue to keep that fire.
Yeah, and you still have that fire, I'm sure. Are you having fun as well?
Yeah. Certainly, yeah.
Even with this weather, training outside?
Quite used to this weather.
You're used to that as well?
Yeah, no, it's still fun. It's still fun.
It's still fun. As long as it's fun, it will be good. Thank you very much. Wishing you the best of luck in the upcoming season. It's time for us to hear what the CEOs or the management of Team SD Worx think of the last season, but also what their ambitions are for the upcoming 22 season. I'm joined now by Kobe Verdonk, CEO of SD Worx, and Erwin Jansen, team manager of Team SD Worx. It was such a successful year, gentlemen, 2021, with so many podiums and victories, of course, but still we are with our hearts and thoughts with Amy Pieters, I guess, right, Kobe?
Yeah, absolutely. So our thoughts are absolutely with her. We had a fantastic year, but of course the end was really very sour. And so our thoughts are with the family and with her. But also as a team, as we're really looking forward, we should really do something about the security of professional but also amateur cyclists. So we're certainly going to come back on that with some thoughts about how we can improve the security of all our cyclists.
Yes, very important. How was that for you, Erwin? Because you know Amy for such a long time as well.
Yeah, if you look back now to 10 years Boels Dalmans and now the last year as Team SD Worx, we had so many successes, like you said, but this is of course one of the darkest black pages in that beautiful book. And Amy is one of our riders from the last 5 years. She forms with us the DNA of our team. Yeah. And then it's incredible and very painful that this happened. So yeah, we hope we're going to see her step by step in the recovery and hope to see her the next period.
Right, prayers and thoughts for her, with her and her family, of course. Now, how hard is it looking back still on 2021? It was such a successful year as well for you guys, taking over from Boels Dalmans as Team SD Worx, being so successful. How was that for you?
Yeah, it was incredible. And such a start, we could only dream about it, and it realized to be finally the number one you see on the world ranking. Right. But there's also the individual victories we had, and also the number of cyclists who had victories. It was not one or two riders, but all of the team that was really very, very successful. So it's great. It has also helped us enormous in our business, but also towards our employees. It's really the story is about winning as a team, doing innovation, it has really brought us a lot of good things to SD Worx.
Right, and how do you look back on that? Because it was such a success. I mean, having so many years Boels Dolmans now turning into SD Worx, and still you are still the #1 team.
Yeah, it was of course an exciting start after so many years, very successfully. The last 5 years, Boels Dolmans, we were the #1, but then you start with a new main sponsor, and it's always difficult then to see what's going to happen. But I think we did a great job. The riders did a great job. The staff did a great job, and yeah, we are really happy now. If you look back for the last year, with the great support and the assistance from SD Worx and Kobe and his team, they really enjoy the team, and that's what we feel. And I think that's also one of the parts that we need to stay in that absolutely top. So yeah, if you look back then, last year, 33 very nice victories, Kobe just said it.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the year, still the #1, and then with a big gap to the #2 and 3. So yeah, we are happy and proud.
What does that do to the company, Kobe, as it works, and also all your partners you're working with, being part of the #1's women's team?
I think in the beginning, when we started 2 years ago, first as not the main sponsor, but then last year as the main sponsor, people were probably doubtful. Why would we invest in women's cycling? I think that is completely gone. So really, everybody is really enjoying it. I think is living it internally, but also we see a lot of feedback that we are getting from our customers, a very positive feedback. And I think it's a wonderful journey, as I already said, and we're really, really happy to be part of that team, about that winning team. But it's also we're building something, and we're building something. I think we really do something for this women's cycling that is going up, and we're really proud about to be part of that.
Yeah, being #1 is one thing. What's up for 2022 then? What's the big ambition for the upcoming year?
Well, we always want to do better.
Which is really hard.
That will be really be a challenge. But of course, yeah, we really want to continue, and I think it is also, we have some new riders coming into the team. Anna, of course, we're stopping, so I think it's going to be a transition year, but we really believe, and it's some young riders that are coming up, so we think we really want to hold on to that place. We're not going to give it away, and I think at the end of the year, I hope that we can be proud, and saying again is that we will be the #1.
As you're standing here proud, as you are, of course, as CEOs, what is your ambition then as a team manager, Aaron, for Team SD Worx 2022?
Yeah, it's like Kobe said, it's a kind of a new transition year, again, maybe. But from the other side, I think we have some new, very strong riders in it, and of course, Anna. But yeah, the spring classics are very important again, and then we have this year, of course, the Tour de France,
yes,
which is a really big goal, the Giro, and then the championships, of course. But most important is that we're going to win again, and that we stay on that #1 position, and yeah, have fun together. That's also really important.
Have fun together. That's a great bridge for me, because I have to ask you this finally, Kobe. We saw you riding the sponsor ride in October with all the sponsors and partners of SD Worx, and you were climbing the Kouberg like a maniac. I mean, you're really talented. What is your ambition with that?
Well, I don't have any professional ambition, but it was just this, of course, competing is something that we have in our DNA, and if you have somebody with like Demi that goes on, and of course you go behind her, and I have to say I was almost dying at the end of the climb, but it was a great experience to be with the riders together, and of course all our sponsors and also our customers there.
That is great to see. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Wishing you lots of success in the upcoming year.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
The management of the team, of course. Now I'm joined by Chantal van der Broek-Blaak, Elena Cecchini, Roxane Fournier, and Christine Majerus. Some experience joined me now on the bench. First of all, Chantal, how are you doing? I mean, must be strange with not riding with Anna next year. I mean, riding together for so many years, right?
Yeah, that's something I'm thinking about the last weeks already. Yeah. It's going to be different and strange, but yeah, like I also said to the girls, my wheel is for sale.
Your wheel for sale?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, she was always with me. Well,
not always.
Not always, because when the climb was there, she went. But yeah, it's going to be different.
It's different, of course.
Yeah.
And we all know, of course, you had the same plan for just a few more years, months. riding your bike and then saying goodbye to the peloton. Then what happened?
Then what happened?
Because you need to sit down now and relax and try to hear what Miss van der Broek-Blaak has to say about the future.
The future, yeah. The future changed a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, I experienced the future you can't change, you can't plan.
Right.
When I made the decision in 2020 to stop cycling, I was super clear about it and stand for 100% behind it. But then my situation was also different. I was a little bit done with some racing because I needed a bit more challenge, and I'm also racing for a long time already. Plus, my husband at home had a burnout.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a pretty difficult time, and I realized health, happiness, family is the most important of everything.
Yeah.
So I stopped. I quit. It's enough. I ride my bike already for so long. So I said I will stop after the spring in May 2022, which is coming now. But then, yeah, my situation at home changed. Lars is recovered, and I really enjoy riding my bike. I love it every day. I'm still on a good level. I'm still able to train hard. Mentally, I can do it. Physically. So I felt like when the date was coming closer, it was getting difficult. And
you were not really ready for it.
No, I didn't feel ready. And also Ashley said now, like, you need to feel ready. And she's totally right, because I'm not. So of course, I start talking at home about it. And then I went together with my husband to Team SD Worx. And we said, like, yeah, this is the thing. I'm not ready. And then we start talking about it. And of course, the Tour de France, we were super clear about it, because the Tour is coming in July and I would stop in May. So May or July doesn't really matter. So that was clear. But then, I was still doubting and I didn't know what to do. So my family, my friends, they start also asking. And then, Lars said to me, but you are not ready to stop. So why you should not continue? Yeah, and then we also are talking about we have a wish to get children one day. How can we do that? Yeah, he said this is not a thing. I mean, must be not a thing, and we can try this also during your career. So we went with this whole story, super honest, to Team SD Worx, and we start talking about it. And actually, from the beginning, they were directly super positive and happy about it. So it turns out I signed till 2024, and I have the.
So wait up. So there was this moment that you said, okay, I'm going to quit in 2022.
Yeah.
Now you renewed your contract until the end of 2024, which is 3 more years.
This is 3 more years.
But
so
within that time, you also had the time maybe to build a family.
Exactly.
And being a rider as well.
Yeah. So this is I have this full support from the team. So if we are lucky that everything is falling on the right place, I can get pregnant and we can start a family and then try to make a comeback, and the team will support me for full 100%. And when not, then not. I just don't want to plan my life like I did before.
How does that feel, that sort of freedom in a way?
Yeah, I feel
no pressure on that decision.
Exactly. I feel super relieved and really happy about it. And and this says everything about the team. I'm home here. I feel comfortable. I'm happy here. They are happy with me. So we just see how it's going now.
That's really fantastic from both sides of the team, and of course for yourselves and Lars, your husband as well.
Yeah.
So very happy about that. I mean, how long have you been a pro, Christine? Yes. Try to do the math.
No, I don't do maths. I'm not really good at maths. So no, that's your job to count.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same. If you, it goes in a way the same with you. I mean, riding for so many years within the team. I think it's the 13th year. Being so successful and still keep on going. I mean, what keeps you going? I mean, Chantal says, I'd like to keep going. So there's something that you, as a rider, also within this team, that keeps you going.
I mean, what keeps me going is the passion to be on my bike. It's something I love to do, and I think without that, it's impossible to be at a high level and to do all the efforts that it's needed to stay at the highest level. So without the passion, you can't keep going. And as long as you have that little fire burning inside yourself, there's just no reason to stop. I mean, it's not up to the society to say,
no,
now it's time to do children and do a family.
No, it's completely up to yourself.
It's up to you. It's up to you to decide that, and it's nice to have teams like SD Worx that stand behind the athletes that want to do that double career, let's say it like this, family and sport. And it's nice to see that society slowly keeps developing and give the athletes a chance to not make a choice, because in the end it's nice to not make the choice.
Yeah, it's very good that you said that. With you and with having that so many years of experience, sitting here just before a new season, an upcoming season, are you still thrilled of looking to the first races of the season and being so successful as a team again? I mean, you have that fire burning inside you. That's what you said.
I think the first races are actually the ones where you are the most excited for, because everything changed during the winter. People change teams. Your shape is maybe also sometimes different from year to year, so it's always a little bit, you have the big question mark about how yourself are going to do, how the team is going to do. So the first races are actually always super excited for us as riders. For the staff, maybe it's a little bit more nerve-wracking, and for the fans to see how everything developed during the winter. So yeah, I think the first races are the ones that everyone is looking forward to most.
All right. Roxanne, how was your year within SD Worx last year?
Yeah, it was a good year. It was my first year with the team, so for sure you never know, but I think I learned a lot, and it was really cool when you are in a race and finally you have a big plan and you can really create something during the race, because it was new for me to
be in such a successful team.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy, and I'm really looking forward for do the same this year, and to have a best years with a lot of success with the team.
Right. And what are you looking forward then? Because each year has a different dynamics. Well, what would be the thing that keeps you going in 2022? What are you looking out for?
Yeah, because for sure you always want to be more.
Improve and better?
Yeah, to improve, to be better, and to win race. And for sure, this is for this that I continue, and I also want to be more valuable and to take more opportunities this year in race. And for sure, I'm really motivated for.
And is it something that you already planned then with Danny and Anna, for instance, where to be at your best in the upcoming season, so that your agenda is filled with that race, that particular Saturday or Sunday? I want to be there.
Yeah, it's not especially one race, but I want to be good the first part of the season for the Belgium races. I really love this race, so for sure I want to be good in the first part of the season, and after we will see for the second part of the season.
How things are going, yeah. How was your year, Elena, within the team?
It was a really good year.
Why?
Well, first of all, it was super easy to get into the group, because it's something that, for a new rider sometimes might be difficult, but the girls make me feel straight away very comfortable, and sometimes for me it was quite unreal to be in this team. If I think back about Strade or about Giro, it was just so cool to be there and working hard for the teammates, but a really, really good year. I have good memories, and I really hope and believe that we can do the same 2022.
And 2022 will be a special year from your side as well, right? On a personal level. I mean, marriage is coming up.
Yeah. This took a long time.
The marriage took a long time,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
we didn't need to
No,
talk to your future husband then?
to make my future husband sure about me, but yeah, finally this year is gonna happen, and yeah, I'm very happy with my personal life. This is not changing anything for me, but we are gonna have a nice party in the end of the season, and I hope to be celebrating with the team as well.
That's nice. And what are you looking out then from a sportive perspective in 2022?
Yeah, I really hope to be strong this year. I'm in the preparation toward the races. I'm really thinking about myself, my values. So I'm trying to follow my path. And of course, when we are in training camp with these ladies, it's never easy because everyone is really strong. So it's a very good test for me. And yeah, I have some races in my mind where I would like to be good. Trofeo Binda in the beginning of the season, I really like. I think I will not race Tour de France because I am a proud Italian, so I will do Giro. And
nice.
Yeah, so yeah, when the season starts, then it's going to be quick. So we better train hard this month as well, and then we'll see how it goes.
Because in a way, it seems that everyone wants to be really good at the beginning of the season, and that counts for you as well as the winner of the Strade last year. And we know the Flemish pre-season is normally your season, right?
Yeah, for me nothing changed actually.
Yeah.
I say every year I want to be good in the Spring Classics, and that's not a secret, and it's still the same. The block from what you have, Flanders, Amstel, Roubaix, that's a super nice block, and I love those 3 races.
Yeah, and your husband once said in a magazine of the former team, the Poels Dommels team, that you're always very nervous, nerve-wracking in the house when Flanders is on.
Yeah, but this is gone because I have won that race already, and after the pressure was a bit off. Yeah, no, I'm always relaxed and focused, but when the races are coming close and I really, really want it, at home I'm not always that nice. So, but he knows.
But he knows.
And then I leave to the team, and everything is fine.
And then you come back happily after the races.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Wishing you the best of luck in the upcoming season for the 4 of you. Because it's all about success, obviously, within the team. But speaking of success, it is not always a success.
And with the camera, it's hard because normally it's...
Think first or act first?
Think. No, act. Ooh. I have to think about that. Stupid question.
Team SD Worx. Wacht even. Again.
Okay.
One of the best, yeah.
Oh. God. Yeah, my victory in Bastogne-Liège, so.
I'm trying to think.
Well, that's really strange.
I go again. Okay, good cut. Sometimes I feel a bit old. They feel not so super, yeah.
How does it feel to be a routinier in the team?
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's put it that way.
Oh, I can't answer that one right now. Sorry.
But a lot of things happened this year, and I might change my mind for this year. Maybe I would have become an astronaut.
But that's a secret.
What an answer. Super.
Well, I don't know where I...
That was funny. Now we're joined now by the last group of riders of the 2022 Rosso with Lonneke Uneke there with us, with Malin Reusser, with Lotte Kopecky, and of course with Demi Vollering. I mean, Demi, what a year it has been, right?
Yeah, it really was.
It was. I mean, it must be hard to even top that in the future. The year you had.
I hope not, but no, it was a really good year, and so like Kobe already said, we always go for more. So let's do that.
Oh, was that even also surprising for yourselves, winning that much, being on that top level already?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I was the whole time I was against it, so I was already a few times the years before on the podium, but never that big win in a World Tour race, and now I could do it. So that was really nice. And I couldn't do it without the help of my teammates. So that was really important for me. And yeah, that makes it also even more nice that you can win like that, really because of the work from your teammates. That's really cool.
Because in a way, everyone always used to say over the past few years that you would be the next Anna van der Breggen. And then Anna is there, I mean, also helping you in Liège-Bastogne-Liège, of course, last year. Now she's not with the team anymore as a rider. Does that bring extra pressure on your shoulders for the upcoming year, you think?
No, I think, yeah, of course we will miss Anna and the bunch with us in the team. But I think I do the things on my way. So, yeah, I don't really feel it like as a pressure or something. So I see it only as a big compliment that people say, you're the next Anna van der Breggen. So that's a big compliment for me. But yeah, in the end, I will do it on my way, of course. So yeah, we are different riders in the end also. So if I can win everything that Anna did win in the past, then,
you're
then
happy.
I want to sign now already.
I can imagine that. I mean, Lonneke, for you, but that must be different because that external media pressure, maybe like Demi has to handle, doesn't feel obviously, but has to handle. It doesn't count for you maybe on that level, but still, your internal level of being on the top must be high as well. How are you handling that? Trying to be the best you can.
Yeah, well, they don't compare me to Anna, so that's already good. But no, of course, I'll also yeah, want to go for the highest results myself. And yeah, for me, yeah, if it's pressure from outside or from myself, yeah, you always go for the maximum result, and that's what I'm working hard for.
Was it again a year of improvement last year?
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously also winning.
Yeah, exactly. That was also my goal in the beginning of the year. And yeah, I'm really happy that it already happened in the beginning of the year, and that gave me the confidence that I'm on the right way, and it gives a lot of motivation to continue that way. And yeah, that also resulted in 2 more victories in the rest of the season. So yeah, I was really happy.
So what's up for 2022 then?
Hopefully more winning.
More winning.
With the team and for myself. And yeah, my main goal is to also try to go for the victory in a one-day race, because yeah, that's also different racing than in a stage race. So that would be really nice. Don't
tell me you also need to be there at the beginning of the season, because everyone has to be there at the beginning of the season. Then who's going to win? Because you all want to win there.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, the Spring Classic are also races that really suit me. And
how does that work within the team with so many possibilities within the team to go for a win?
Well, I think it's even beneficial for us that we're all on such a high level that, yeah, if you're in the final with like 4, 5, 6 strong riders, then you can really play the game. And the good thing with Team SD Worx is that, yeah, for us it doesn't matter who is winning as long as it's one from us. And yeah, that's what makes it really nice.
That's very cool. Marlon, welcome to the team. How does it feel?
Very good so far.
Why?
It's a fantastic atmosphere. I really like how people treat each other and the culture of communication, and it's very professional, and I like the material, so I like actually everything.
Like everything?
Yeah, really happy.
But you look happy, I'm very glad. But tell me a little bit about that specific communication then, or the way they communicate within the team.
Yeah,
what is that?
It's really allowed to make jokes and everything, and then, if there is a little problem or something, it also should be addressed. It's really something that is like culture, that you address problems and discuss it. So I like this kind of treating each other.
That's good. I mean, you had a fantastic season yourself last year with European Championship, the Vice World Champion on silver medal, of course, at the Olympics. I mean, what's there to wish for in the upcoming season, or what do you want to improve, even if you can improve something within the Team SD Worx?
Yeah, I think for me personally, I can improve a lot of things. On the road, I mean, I'm still quite new in cycling. As Danny said already before, I think I can learn a lot how to race races, and I also never had that team like this around me and was racing in a team like this, and I think there is a lot I can improve in road races. And also in the time trial, I mean, I had very good results, but still I didn't win the World Championships, for example, so this is still on my list, I would say.
Well, why did you then particularly choose for SD Worx? Because probably had many more choices to ride for.
Yeah, I really wanted to have a professional environment where I can learn something. So I thought about which team is really educating people and making good strategies, working out something, and for Team SD Worx, I think, is best for it.
That's interesting. Does that come for you as well, Lotte, then? I mean, obviously, first of all, Belgian champion. This is a Belgian/Dutch team. Why did you choose for the team?
Yeah, it's a choice I really thought about, but also, I mean, choosing for SD Worx was also a quick decision. If you see how they are dominating for me, then especially the spring classics, yeah, it's something I dream about. So, being in such a strong team, I think will also help myself to win big classic races.
Yeah, must be strange then at the same time as well. Riding always against this team, now they're one of yours.
Yeah, I will not race against them anymore. But I think that's a good thing, because seeing how everybody's going in training camps, I think next year they also will be a very strong team.
And is that a good thing for you as well, that the team has more possibilities? Because you were used probably to ride within teams where you were the main focus. And everyone looked, it's Lotte or nothing, right?
Yeah.
And then now within this team, you have several cards to play.
Yeah, if you just see the start list, then you see Team SD Worx, and you see, oh, this rider and this rider, they can win, but yeah, hey, she can also win. So, before the race, you can think about who is going to be the leader, but you're never sure.
Right.
And that makes it, for racing for us next year, I think, good that they don't know what is our tactic exactly.
Yes, because you have more tactics to play. Wearing that shirt that comes with obligations also in the Flemish upcoming pre-season rides. Is that your dream? Dreaming of Flanders?
Yeah, I dream of winning Flanders, and I hope that this team can help me with it.
Yes, probably that they can help you, and we'll see how it works out. Well, what's your big dream for 2022 then, Demi? Is that the Tour de France?
Yeah, I really like the last two stages in the Tour de France.
I can imagine. There are a lot of girls probably hating those stages, going up and up and up and up.
But it's a beautiful area. You just need to look around.
Oh yeah, right. Are you looking around even when you're feeling that sore?
No, I know that area a little bit because I live now in Switzerland.
I know.
So it's not so far from there. I think it's 70k or something. So I can go there for training, and then I can see already. So then I know when I'm dying, then I know that's beautiful, but yeah.
So you're already looking at a wonderful ride up against the Planche de Belleville.
Yeah, I'm already looking forward to this.
Yes. Is that the big dream, also the main goal then for the 22 season?
Yeah, I think...
Means everything is just for that end of July?
Yeah, of course, there are a lot of races before then, so
yeah.
I also would like to show myself already before with Team SD Worx. But yeah, the tour, especially the last two stages, they're really nice. So I hope I'm in a good form then, and then that I can enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy it, and we hope you do. And obviously, you do enjoy riding within this team, right? Because we had the renewal of Chantal, 3 more years. Niamh Fisher-Black signed for 3 more years. And you've got that news as well, right?
Yeah.
3 more years.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I signed for longer now, and I'm really happy because I feel really at my place at this team. And, yeah, so it felt good, everything here. So, yeah, it's really important for me also that the Team SD Worx have so much trust in me, and that they, want to continue so long with me. So that means also a lot for me. And I'm riding in the best team of the world, so I don't want anything else.
How is that for finishing words of this this show? Thank you very much for that. Right, the best team in the world. Who wants anything else? Thank you very much. Best of luck to you in the upcoming season 2022. And thank you for watching to the presentation of Team SD Worx this year's roster. We hope you stay safe. We hope you be healthy also in these difficult times. We might see you somewhere alongside the roads of the team's competition, anywhere we are riding. Thank you very much. Have a good day. See you next year. Bye-bye.